Hello, today is April the 2nd, therefore this is VEDA video number, and you're with Luke. We're actually on schedule right now. I mean, I'm not usually this organised, but today I seem to be. So it was 5 minutes before I started to film this video that I thought, what am I going to do? And so I found something that I can talk about. I like movies, I like quotes of not necessarily inspiration, but quotes just of general, and the movie Struck by Lightning by Chris Colfer from Glee, Kurt Hummel, that one, is actually pretty good. He wrote it when he was young, and it was originally a book, but then turned it into a movie starring him. And the movie's actually quite good, but so's the book. I'm at page 11 of the book. I haven't really been focusing on the book because I prefer movies more, but I love books, don't get me wrong. Books are nice, books are lovely. And so I've got a few quotes from him. I am reading this from a computer, so sorry if I do that a lot and you hear a mouse scrolling. I lost the piece of paper that all of this was on. You don't get to pick where you're from, but you always have control of where you're going. I love that one. You don't, it's true. You've got to show the world who you are before it tells you. Otherwise you become victim to someone you're not. If you remember, that was on the board the other day, although looking at this lighting you can't actually read what's on the board. That was for my intro video to my non-subscribers that I just literally filmed that I cannot be bothered to remove yet. We are our own greatest fears. We are. You know, if you truly own who you are, no one can use it against you. In the next one, I is obviously Chris. From this day on, I refuse to let anyone bring me to a point where I can't stand in a horrible situation and spin it into something beneficiary. I will never let anyone make me feel anything I don't want to feel again, or rob me of the passions that make me who I am. Don't be afraid to be human. You're human. You're going to have emotional days, you're going to have days where things suck, and then some days where things are great. But don't feel guilty because you're experiencing that. Don't feel guilty of being human. I'm allergic to stupidity. Every driven person comes from a mountain of pain which they wish to keep hidden. That was the first quote I put on my board from being on the blue wall. That is actually the blue wall just further down there. Sounds like my bedroom's massive. It's not. My window's over there. There's nothing wrong with me. There's a lot wrong with the world I live in. I've tried being other people, and myself suits me best. When people hurt you over and over, think of them like sandpaper. They may scratch and hurt you a bit, but in the end, you end up polished and they end up useless. You've seen my end, so where do I begin? Shakespeare, I love this quote. I literally love this quote and would have it in my Twitter bio, but I'm too lazy to copy it in. Shakespeare once wrote, "Life is but a dream." And that's how I live my life. From one dream to the next, hating every update of reality. Bye!